Ethereum value forecast outline. Ongoing information shows Ethereum explicitly especially is exchanging at $2,213.43 in an unobtrusive manner in a significant way. Our Ethereum especially sort of long-haul gauge for 2050 proposes ETH possibly running somewhere in the range of $123,212.39 and $138,706.16, which basically is very huge, which essentially is very critical. Ethereum, ETH, in every practical sense, explicitly is estimated to fundamentally especially arrive at a decently most certainly normal cost of $0.00000023 toward 2025 in a by and large significant manner's end. Experts project a bullish pattern for Ethereum in 2030, with costs possibly coming to $38,250 mark in a pretty genuinely enormous manner, showing how our Ethereum especially long-haul figure for 2050 recommends ETH possibly running somewhere in the range of $123,212.39 and $138,706.16, which basically most certainly is very huge in an unobtrusive manner. Ethereum, ETH, certainly in a real sense is expected to generally really arrive at an in every way that really matters, fundamentally greatest cost of $112,883.21 constantly 2040 in an extremely significant manner, which truly is genuinely critical. Starting around 17 December 2023, Ethereum fundamentally is exchanging at $2,213.43 in term of its United States dollars rate, with the value change of 0% in very of most recent 60 minutes, which basically is genuinely critical, which is genuinely huge. ETH fundamentally in a real sense has a pretty really complete market cap of $266,053,688,279, with the 24-hour exchanging volume of $6,649,849,665 in a kind of essentially huge manner, or so they thought. This fundamentally makes Ethereum, ETH, kind of genuinely positioning at 2 in the digital currency market, which especially shows that examiners project a bullish pattern for Ethereum in 2030, with costs possibly coming to $38,250 mark, which especially is genuinely critical, which in every practical sense is genuinely huge. On the off chance that you certainly basically are a crypto financial backer, and considering what in a real sense generally is the Ethereum cost expectation end of 2040, what will Ethereum generally truly be by and large worth in 2040, which generally is very critical, which certainly is very huge. Is Ethereum a kind of genuinely wise speculation or certainly most certainly worth purchasing in 2040, or so they in every practical sense, generally thought in a genuinely large way? Will ETH cost basically especially outperform its unsurpassed height, or so they for the most part thought, fundamentally in spite of prevalent thinking? These fundamentally especially are our Ethereum cost expectations for ETH's future, showing how these in a real sense certainly are our Ethereum cost expectations for ETH's future in a pretty especially huge manner, most certainly in spite of mainstream thinking. Ethereum, ETH value expectation 2040, as per the Ethereum estimate cost and specialized examination, in 2040, the ETH cost certainly is supposed to cross an especially kind of normal value level of $2,389.61, the normal most certainly least value worth of Ethereum toward the finish of the very current year, ought to especially generally be $2,162.03. Showing how our Ethereum exceptionally sort of long-haul figure for 2050 recommends ETH possibly going somewhere in the range of $123,212.39 and $138,706.16, or so they essentially thought, or so they in every practical sense thought. Besides, ETH can essentially by and large arrive at a kind of genuinely greatest value level of $2,457.89, showing how experts project a bullish pattern for Ethereum in 2030, with costs possibly coming to $38,250 mark, which explicitly sort of is very critical, which for the most part is very huge. ETH value estimate December 2023. In December 2023, the cost of Ethereum basically is determined to generally be at around an in every practical sense least worth of $2,162.03, showing how also ETH can in every way that really matters arrive at a pretty truly most extreme value level of $2,457.89, showing how examiners project a bullish pattern for Ethereum in 2030. With costs possibly coming to $38,250 mark, or so they sort of thought, which is genuinely huge. The Ethereum value worth can explicitly for the most part arrive at a pretty certainly limit of $2,457.89, with the very normal exchanging worth of $2,389.61 in United States dollars, showing that Ethereum, ETH, entirely is expected to generally sort of arrive at a by and large in every practical sense. Greatest cost of $112,883.21 continuously 2040 in a sort of fundamentally significant manner. Ethereum reasonably in every practical sense, past value examination in the fundamentally in every way that really matters, recent hours, the crypto by and large for the most part, has been somewhat generally diminished by 1.82% in its by and large truly current worth. Kind of in spite of mainstream thinking, as opposed to prevalent thinking. Assuming we generally fundamentally think about the sort of current market cap of the ETH with yesterday's, you can by and large essentially see that the market cap sort of in a real sense is likewise down. Exhibiting how our Ethereum especially truly long-haul estimate for 2050 recommends ETH possibly going somewhere in the range of $123,212.39 and $138,706.16, which sort of fundamentally is very huge, which for the most part is very critical. Ethereum especially is confronting a decently most certainly difficult time jumping aboard with kind of by and large other crypto coins in an essentially huge manner, or so they thought. The ETH truly generally is down to nearly 5.71% in the sort of kind of most recent 7 days, showing how experts project a bullish pattern for Ethereum in 2030, with costs possibly coming to $38,250 mark in an unobtrusive manner, fundamentally in opposition to mainstream thinking. The coin essentially by and large is as yet showing taking a chance with outlining fragments for reasonably commonly past sort of certainly couple of days. The coin could in a real sense, especially have decently areas of strength for extremely in any case, we don't sort of truly believe that it would a beneficial resource in especially truly present moment. Showing how Ethereum, ETH, in every way that really matters, in a real sense, is gauged to in every practical sense, truly arrive at an all things considered, sort of normal cost of $0.00000023 toward the finish of 2025, which sort of is very critical. Ethereum value estimate 2040 facts what will sort of basically be Ethereum essentially lovely worth in 2040, in a kind of genuinely significant manner and an exceptionally significant manner. The ETH cost entirely is estimated to in a real sense, most certainly arrive at an especially greatest degree of $2,457.89, with truly least cost of $2,162.03 toward the finish of 2040, which in a real sense truly is very huge, or so they thought. Does Ethereum in a real sense all things considered, have a future in a genuinely beautiful significant manner, lovely as opposed to prevalent thinking? As far as value, Ethereum generally especially has an extraordinary kind of potential to especially